That's beautiful.
Oh,
That's you. You posted that.
oh, I did. Oh my God. Thank you.
And
Well,
that's
hello.
that's you.
Oh,
You posted that. No, I did.
Diana and I are
Are
here.
we live?
Yeah. But it's just you and me. We got 0 people here so far. So, well, we have 1. Hi. We're talking rainbows. I hope you're okay with that. Thank
Yeah.
you for coming. I don't even know if they're.
Rainbows, lollipops, and ice cream. That's the way I feel whenever you and I
I
are
love it.
close together.
No,
That was what's her
I
name?
feel I feel special. I know. Who was that? We
She
have
died of
some.
anorexia.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Jules. Learning to listen. We have some sage. We're going to clear the energy. We're going to talk about the energy
Mm-hmm.
and
Blessings,
rainbows and
blessings of
blessings and May Day, right?
Mayday, Beltane.
Beltane.
Beltane is actually tomorrow. You let the fires go out and light a big bonfire outside. Actually, you should light bonfires in portals. That's the way they did it during the pagan celebration. And then the farmers would take the livestock, and the household would take, their seeds and crops and chocolate and mead and walk through. And people would wear costumes and put ribbons in your hair and flowers and get ready. It is the height of spring. And so now we're beginning to follow the dance of the sun as she moves her way into the summer months.
That's beautiful. And this is this is the wheel of the year. Beltane's the end of summer, end of spring, beginning of summer. Am I right there?
Yeah, well, it's called High Spring because
Spring.
Ostara is the opening of that spring fest, right? This is one of the fire festivals. Of course, there were bonfires at every festival, but this one is the one where you let the hearth fire go out and take back to your home something from the bonfire celebration of the festival itself to rekindle your fire in the home.
So it is about like creating the passion for this time of year.
Oh yeah, it is
fire passion.
Audacious debauchery.
Let's say hi to Lori Hunsinger. Hi Lori. Hi Christine J. Oh, look at all these beautiful people. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. We are burning sage. Diane is going to bring us into a grounding. We need to talk about these energies because the more I sit in them, the more I'm sure everybody here is getting more information too. But I didn't realize the rainbows they've been coming in for like a month or so. And every time I turn around, every time I see a word, it seems to have the word rainbow in it or it has a rainbow. And hi, Aaron. And of course, we are frequency. We're light beings. The divine light is coming in really strong right from the sun. The diamond light, the blue light. Well, that's at your highest vibrating point. But all those colors make the diamond light, right? So we have our chakras and we have plenty more than 7. Hi, Carolina.
Right. The frequencies. It is the. Can you see me okay? Since my tripod broke. And so my iPad is now on its frame and,
You look beautiful, and you're there. You're gonna get a new tripod.
Yeah, I gotta get a new. Or try to jimmy rig my camera tripods, but I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that. But anyway, so What were we talking about that I interrupted you? I do.
No, that's okay. We're talking about frequency and how all colors have frequency.
Yes.
Okay.
So, you know, the chakras, we have more chakras than what we have been celebrating, right?
Yeah.
And they go up and up and up, and they also go below, below, below as we are rooted. So the deeper frequencies, the deeper the color, the deeper the frequency, the slower the wavelength of that frequency.
Right.
Those stone people, as Terry were going, which
stone
people. If you listen very closely, you can hear that rumble. Mm-hmm. Now, y'all might think I'm nuts, but I can hear the electricity in the walls. And I sometimes feel like I'm in a twilight zone.
Absolutely. I thought everybody could feel it. I thought everybody felt that. Didn't you?
You know, I would say to people, do you hear that? Just listen. Listen beyond the noise. Listen. Can you hear that background hum? And that's the frequency of electricity running through the wires into the house, into the wires in your wall. But it reminds me of an old Twilight Zone episode, right? Like, I need a tinfoil hat and the whole 9 yards. They're coming to get me.
Well, it is, right? Because let's face it, our modern age, we haven't sat in silence. We don't sit in silence even when we're inside and we're meditating. There's that background hum. Hi, Wiki. Hi, Silver Star Priestess. And it's always there, but we're electromagnetic beings. And that's, to me, well, this is what I try to do. I try to, when I'm meditating, right, I bring myself up to that higher, finer vibration of the divine. And you transcend that, right? So that's what I keep seeing, that we're transcending this lower frequencies that you see what the world's doing out there, the external world. The news is just constantly droning on something terrible. And that is to grab our focus, our frequency, and to lower it to this, right? It's a frequency that isn't conducive to humans being human beings, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
To rise above the fray.
Thank you.
Rise above the fray. So we go to that 70 feet above the crown chakra, where the frequency is so high pitched, and the color of that frequency, it's not describable, is it? It's blue. No, it's white. No, there's a green. No, it's
right.
It's the aurora borealis on pastels.
Yeah, I love that. Because I have a list, right, of the 6 dimensional chakras, which that stellar gateway is silver, shimmering, ethereal, golden orange, and then the soul star is silver, shimmering through ethereal magenta. Right. So I'm saying these things not so everybody remembers it, but to understand the colors of the rainbow as frequency for humans to exist is leveling up. And we are becoming these higher, finer vibrations. Silver shimmering is the first 2 words in, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 chakras they got in here. Silver shimmering, and there's platinum, there's ethereal rose, there's ethereal silver. So we see these colors becoming more heaven-like, right? More divine. Hi, Karen Robinson. And it's helping us. It's helping us raise in vibration. It's coming in to kind of jolt us out of the same old, which most of us here are doing that anyway. But to really notice, there is, and that frequency speaks to us, right? we speak back and forth. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say, if you really want to do a little deep diving, but diving that you can certainly understand. Listen to this man, this handsome man. I think he's stunning. Mikio Kaku. They call him Mickey. That's his nickname. Is it maybe 2 years ago he released a book on string theory. And it really does help to understand and explain the higher frequencies that are also connected to the chakras.
Right.
And the higher chakras that we don't see and that are almost discovered as being new to us because they've not really been introduced or used on a regular basis. And I'm a yogini, you know, I am certified to teach. And it's nothing I have ever learned in Ingvar, any of them, none of them dealt with any of that.
But that's where I think you and I come in, or people like us. We understand that there is something going on, and it's vibration, frequency, and resonance.
Exactly.
And it only makes sense. It only stands to make sense that here, okay, the color is finer, the frequency is finer, and as we integrate with these energies, right? We bring them. We're the ones. We're the front line anyway. Us here, we bring those in to help each other remember. You know, it's just not these flat, matted 7 colors chakras that we are. We spin. The frequency spins, and if you're spinning the opposite way, you know, you got to clean that chakra out, right?
Transcendency comes with translucency.
Oh, I love that.
Okay. So as we go higher, we become more transparent. So that translucency still leaves us with an opaque color, but it glows and it vibrates and it resonates. The pinks, the aquas, the teals that are just such pastels, the sea green, you know, the pure white, the gold that goes beyond that.
Wow. You know, wow. That is it is, you know, these aren't just concepts like that. I love quantum physics. That's not just a concept either, right?
And he's a regular guy, you know. I mean, he talks to you so you can definitely understand it. You know, it's not physicist ease. Yeah,
which can be a little deep, but right. So here we are. You know, we're awakening. We're higher consciousness driven, spiritually driven, heart centered, soul centered driven. And trying to make sense out of the things that we've been going through, this awakening, these dark nights of the soul, all of these different, because once you do clear a deep level in the dark night of the soul, wow, don't you pop up? You keep popping up, popping up. But the thing that I always keep seeing too, not only is it the rainbows, I keep hearing ourselves, we're going to become homo luminous. But as you see that luminosity, right, you see it as a rainbow, like each cell is this little teeny dot of a rainbow. And to me, it's just like so cool. I'm just in here going, oh my God, if anybody can get in my head, and they're like, well, you have to explain it. And I'm like, I'm not the only one that's getting this.
As each one of our chakras light up.
Yeah. So here we are. The rainbow dragons came in, the bubbles come in. Use the bubble as a rainbow. I used to just use golden, sparkly, translucent bubbles, right? Well, now I see that as a rainbow. And I didn't know this. I was looking up, you know, stuff about rainbows. There is never an end. They're circular. And they're above, when you can see them above the earth, they're in a circular spot where the water and the light are hitting just perfectly. So what does that say about us? We drink a lot of water. We're emitting a lot more light. We are becoming these rainbow beings inside of that diamond frequency. It's just so cool. Like, we're so layered in tell me if I'm going too much. If anyone has any questions, please bring them, because we're
Well,
gonna
and
go
when you
ahead.
see a double rainbow, it like
It's so cool.
it goes backwards too, you know. I mean, it goes
Yeah.
then the red, and it goes in the other direction, and it goes again if the frequency, if the light was hitting it correctly. And some of the best rainbow pictures I ever got were in Manassas, Virginia,
That's so cool.
over the battlefield. And that makes you wonder, you know, the battlefield of Manassas is sacred holy ground. The amount of men from both sides that lost their lives there, you know.
And don't we, like, a lot of battlefields throughout time and history are really sacred. You know, a lot of
Yes, they are.
life, blood was drawn, and
They're
life,
graveyards, because
yeah,
that's where the soul actually was left, not where the body ended up necessarily, but where the soul
where the soul left. So it's powerful ground. You know?
powerful ground. I could hear them, you know, and just about everybody I ever spoke to would get that same sound as they would travel through, because of course a pike, what in Virginia, you know, like Route 7 is the pike. Well, there's a bunch of pikes. 29 is a pike. Lee God, there's so many Lee roads, but Lee's pike is Route 7, and then that whatever 29 becomes once it gets into Gainesville and Manassas, and when it's in there and you're in that hallowed ground, there's just a stillness that doesn't matter how much traffic there is. There's just a stillness.
That quiet.
And you can hear that scream above the gunfire of somebody in command, charge, leading the charge, you know, and scream, charge.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they enact the battlement, there were two battles that took place there. And the first one is when they started the train on fire, and they reenact that one and have, the whole town gets all camped out.
Mm-hmm. And it's, you know, it is something we do honor our history, right?
It is, because if you do not remember, you are destined to repeat.
Yeah. And we're kind of,
that's why this is a good time to sort through the seeds that you've been hanging on to. Mm-hmm. Which ones are viable? Which ones are not worth planting, not worth nurturing, not worth using, because what they're going to grow is emptiness. You need to be able to grow the love.
That's
and
right.
a seed that doesn't respond to love
is not worth planting.
Is not worth planting. It's a
and
dead.
Isn't that true too, though? Like the seeds, where our focus goes, our energy flows, right? So if you're planting seeds that are empty, you know, this is why every time we're together, we talk about following what you love and value. What is your heart longing for? You know, most of those things we've convinced ourselves that we can't have them. They're too above me. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I don't have the resources. Whatever it is, I don't have the education. But this magic. This is like magical fairy dust energies. But I keep seeing that too, especially with that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, and they're still really close to each other. The more you come, you know, you don't, well, I guess you could demand, you command, you intend, whatever word you want to use for your seed, the more the spirit opens that door for you, for us. You know, I want freedom for everybody. I'm not allowed to say want. See, the first thing I did was said it wrong. It is so easy to say the word want instead of prefer or desire or wish. Want kind of
I
gets you
hope
stuck.
for.
Yeah.
I intend for
I
all
intend.
to
Yeah.
have love and peace. I intend for all my seeds to bear fruit.
Yeah.
That others may benefit from that.
And this is magical energy. Let me go back to that, you know, because again, we're the front line. We're just feeling this out as we go along. Nobody really has the instruction manual, right? So as we're feeling it out, we have to, okay, does that sound crazy? Is that too crazy to say to a bunch of people? Well, I don't know until I say it. And that's kind of why, you know, Diana and I, we go in and we can talk about these things together because, hey, who knows? You know, but there's something when it's repeating, when you're getting the repeating visions or repeating feelings about something. And as we take the chance to be in these higher vibrations, to be that frequency, somebody's got to try it. Somebody's got to go first. You know, this is why there's a whole community of us, because we are feeling into it. We are trying to figure it out and make friends with it, right? Because we know we're not going to be in the same, same old that we've been in for 26,000 years. It's just not.
And here's a check for today on your checklist. Did you feel a shift into some sort of a, or Venus went into her home sign of Taurus?
Yes, she did.
She has rulership in two signs, Taurus and Libra. This is the first one. It's a fixed sign and it's an earth sign. And, you know, I wasn't even thinking about that. And I fell in love with raking dead grass today. You know, it's like, oh my God, it feels so good to do this because I haven't done it for a year. And of course, by the end of the summer, it isn't necessary. But that first cut, second cut, yeah, the dead grass is going to be sitting there and killing the grass underneath it if I don't move it. And I don't bag and I don't use weed killers. If I have to get rid of something, I just pour ammonia on it.
Let's help Leah. Leah, I'm sorry. She had to put her kitty down.
Oh
yes, they immediately go to heaven. They don't feel the pain. They don't feel anything. You know, especially if you had her transition assisted, they don't feel anything. And they're right there. I remember when I did that with Buddy last July, he was there. Like 10, 15 minutes later, he was right there in my face rolling on the grass. So, and happy as he could be. And I know that, you know, I still cry. It doesn't mean I don't miss him. You know, he was here today, in fact. You know, that's another thing, right? That's that frequency where we can see the other side. How do we hear things? How do we know things? How do we intuit what we do? Are you getting anything on her, Kitty? Did you want to say anything?
Well, just what you have said, because it has taken me to this leg of the journey that I'm on right now with someone that is needing to cross over. And I'm working with this soul, but we're talking about a human soul. And it is, it's not the same as when the treasure of a fur baby goes.
Yeah. It's all, you know.
They live a swifter life. And so their soul has a swifter departure.
And that's for a reason too. You know, the animals are the angelic realm. They come to show us unconditional love. And there's a lot of, you know, unconditional love just isn't always happiness.
Yeah.
And I'm
Knowing
sorry, yeah, but
knowing it, and you can't even feel it until after, because you are grieving. And Leah, I'm so sorry. I see him frolicking.
let
I
me see.
I see him feeling like a kitty again.
Yeah, really happy. Oh, he's a sweetie. And look at this. Joe G she's felt Venus change because she has a Libra rising. So does someone else here. And yeah, the raindrops on the windows. Oh my God. I used to have this thing that made rainbows in the house, and I really need another one, but I have it. It's just not working in this new place. Um, but that's a kind of a good reminder, right? To put ourselves in these higher frequency lights if we can create a rainbow in the house, even if it's just for 10 minutes a day at a certain time where the
Yeah,
sun
the
hits.
sun goes down and hits my windows, and it lights up even in the dark TV room because it just bounces in there. It's amazing what one little prism can do.
Oh yeah, that's something else. And that's something that is going the guidance I'm getting about that. The more that we immerse ourselves into things like this that we don't know, and really there's not much. Yeah, they can tell you what a rainbow is, right? They can tell you how, and there's even moon bows, right? And I was too have you seen moon bows? I know you have. Moon bows are cool. I mean, and that's really rare to see that.
I had Mother Mary come in on one. It was
Oh,
a full moon, and I have guest rooms, so I can sleep in any room I want, right? And so I was sleeping in the back guest room, and the moon was just coming through. But what woke me was Mother's
mm,
hand reaching, and she was, all I saw was her hand and her arm
mm,
wearing that blue mantle and the white dress that we so often see her in, the Mother Mary statues that you see in the church.
mm,
And she she just came forward and stroked my shoulder, and I opened my eyes, and there she was. I only saw the hand, but as she pulled back and became part of the moonlight, that was
mm.
when the rainbow was with her as
Mm.
she was departing.
That is so cool. That is just so cool. And when we have those moments, right? And we like Diana's never going to forget that. You know, you don't forget those encounters. Leah was talking about something. A piece of ash fell out of the sky when she was sad the other day, sitting on her porch. Do we know what from nowhere? And do we know what that was? I,
Well, I don't know,
Sundial, Amanda. Oh yeah, sorry.
but a piece of ash. And were you sad? Had Kitty already departed? Or did you know that you had to make that decision? And this
Yeah,
was,
I think.
if something like that happened for me, regardless of what its explanation is in the real world, it's an omen that you were there to see it.
You
Because
saw.
that was going to fall anyway, but it
Mhm.
fell in your path to encourage you, because the
It's
only
hard.
way out of it is to go through it, and
Yeah.
that's the problem.
And it's
And
so
that's
hard.
what, right, and that's what that was. It's a hard decision.
Yeah.
It's you have to let it go.
Yeah.
It is a sign of burial.
Time to go.
Dust
Yeah.
to dust, ashes to ashes.
Well, that's actually a really good point, though, Diana. When we see these things, you saw that specifically sitting there, just you, Leah, and the divine. That's the divine talking to you. Divine the spirit's talking to us in every moment through everything that we have here. Um, She has a picture of my calendar. And so when I see a rainbow, like there's this big, huge pond out in front of me, and it's got two fountains. And a certain time of day, it has rainbows in it because it's that time of day. And I just sit here and I'm just in awe. But that's not the only time I see it. It's been constant. So we have these abilities to discuss our life with our spirit team, with spirit. It's this isn't just Diana and I being special. Everybody has this ability. We're all psychic. We're all intuitive. Everyone here is an empath, and this energy is constantly communicating with us, constantly, and it wants you to notice, and it wants, because once you notice, then it happens more and more and more, and you you don't judge. You don't not judge. You don't doubt as much because spirit is there helping you through every moment. Your spirit team spirit is really beautiful. Dragons, I mean everybody. It's just so cool. And they all will come in at different moments and have different conversations with you. Lori's saying she saw them around the moon recently. Yeah. It's really cool. There's
Yeah.
And this thing is, right, as this frequency is
Yeah.
rising, I think this is going to be more common. You know, they're not unusual rainbows, moonbows, sun dogs, but I think that's just going to be more common. And it's something I feel as the energy speaks to me, it's important to take note of because as you know, I mean, just laying in bed tonight, what does it feel like to be teal? Or what does it feel like to be red? You know, I mean, do we know? I'm gonna go into the colors and the planets, and I just do all kinds of stuff like that. But
And did you know that the planets each have a color?
yeah,
And they are the colors of the chakras?
yeah, yeah, that's so cool. And everything, so everything's connected to our chakras, our energy centers, and we're having more and more coming on. I mean, we have tons of meridians and you name it. What's the meridian chakras? You know, it'll come to me. But that's us noticing the power that makes us up. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
I think it's so cool. And we get to play in it because hi Annie Bear, because we're at least courageous enough to play around with these kind of concepts that maybe not too many people want to. But somebody's got to do it. We're the front runners.
Lori's statement reminds me of Dan Fogelberg and his song, the Ring Around the Moon Tonight. One of my favorite songs from way back.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Bora Bora, you're such a beautiful soul. Thank you for being here and saying thank you to everyone.
Yes.
We're gonna read some cards and stuff. I brought the dragon deck out because it is all color and it's all the chakras. But before we started, I just took one off the deck and they showed me the bottom, and it was the lilac fire dragon transmutes through the power of divine love. About divine love, right? And open up to transcendent love. This is Diana's word. And enlightenment, purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. And this one, I talk to him all day, every day. This is the deep blue dragon, keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected, walk in a path of light. I always had extremely bad anxiety. Well, I still do, but if I didn't have him with me, I would really be a mess because I have to believe that he's out there protecting animals and kids, my kids, the roads, you know, anywhere you want to take them, you can send them anywhere. And they love it. They love coming here and working. Oh, look at that.
The New Earth. That was the card I pulled.
Oh, wow.
And when you look at it, you can see the hue
Yeah.
of the purples that, I mean, it's almost like I can see the bubble. I can see
Yeah.
the rainbow.
Yep. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Ah, I love it.
So
Janet DC says, good song, Oil Painter. Mm-hmm.
it is. There's a ring around the moon tonight. There's magic in the air. Yeah. Yeah, Fogelberg was pretty good. He got very sick, unfortunately. So I brought too many decks of cards. I couldn't decide. I
And let
couldn't
us know if
decide.
you guys, if you want a card, let us know. We want a reading. Silver Star Priestess. Yes, everything corresponds with color to chakras. I was looking into this when I see into a Reiki session, I see a universe in the individual. That is so cool. Beautiful.
And how true is that?
Yeah.
You know, that is the truth. So it's Beltane. This is a time for indulgence.
And Venus and
And
Taurus.
what did you have today? You had a spa day for yourself today.
I
Didn't
did.
You
I
make yourself
made
a
my.
spa day?
Yes,
Well,
I did.
and Beltane was bodacious, honestly, bodacious debauchery, because it was a free-for-all festival in the pagan times. Off into the woods the couples would go, and if a child was conceived at that time, 6 weeks later there would be a hand tying, right? And for Lugansa, and then right, yeah, no, for Lisa,
I love how they
at the solstice, and for the summer solstice they would tie. But children that were born of that time or conceived now were considered to be the sun god, so they got that special treatment.
Yeah, because doesn't Bel, I don't know, the pagan sun god started with Bel. I can't remember the whole name, but yeah, it's like so cool.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah. And I love how marriage was. You know, you just kind of went and had fun in the woods, and whatever happened. And if you wanted to get a hand fasting, you could. Or, I don't know. We changed things too much around here.
So it's the marriage of the green man and earth, and the coming back of sun, and the longer days.
And Mother Earth, boy, she comes in. She's coming in strong too every day. She always. She comes in, gives me a hug every morning, and I asked for that because I would wake up with anxiety attacks. So I didn't know about the dragons at that time back then, but she just showed up one day and just started giving me a hug in the morning. So I was calming down and being able to get through the day. Oh, okay, Joe G. Let's see. What we got for Joe? Ooh.
Let's go to this one. You have the dragons. I'm going to go to the angels.
Oh, cool. Okay, I got Archangel Gabriel's dragons. Bring purification. Self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy. You can carry Gabriel's diamond. Oh man, it's the diamond light. There's a diamond on his chest. That is so cool, Joji. And then I got Silver Lunar Dragon, Beiju and Divine Feminine Light. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. So there's that silver coming at the top.
Wow. 2 white dragons?
Silver and a white.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, very high vibration there, Joji.
Boy, how does this go with the Orion Gate?
Oh man, that's beautiful.
It even looks like one of those, the silver one.
Yep.
Now, what did I do? I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, because you see the moon is behind. Wow, that looks so pretty.
In case no one is aware, I'm now being forced to use an app for StreamYard as a guest. And so not only are my pictures reversed, so I don't know where I'm at with my camera has its own ability to zoom in and out. And on this app, it is extremely active. So I apologize, especially if you have vertigo and this is making you suffer. So that was the first card, was the Orion Gate. And then the next card was Memories. So, Joe, you are beginning to remember some of your past lives.
Yes. Yeah.
And come through the portal of the Lion's Gate. This card is Memories. Look, we have a mountain with a rainbow.
So cool.
And what you are getting, you got the angel that is ask and receive. Nice. So these downloads that you are getting are for real. Pay attention to your dreams. Oh, this is intuition and downloads. I'm looking at the bottom card, which was ask and receive.
Oh,
so cool. If you want more, just ask. They're willing to share all this information with you.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's how this energy is right now. We have a whole team. The energy is constantly talking to us. All we have to do is focus a little higher, give ourselves that that ability, right, to see beyond what we're told there is. Now, I know most of you here do that, but just think when we all start doing this and we're all in this constant creative ability, this constant fire, passion, Beltane, right? The fire and the creation. Oh,
yes.
My goodness.
So Joe says she thinks she saw a portal in her front yard this week. She moved here last May, so and returned to her mom's land where she lived as a child. The memories are there. Oh my gosh. And you're working through something also, aren't you? I can feel that. And there's no pressure involved. And that portal you think you saw was really there. The ley lines are so big, you've probably got one intersecting with another bisecting, you know? So yes. Get yourself some dowsing rods. You can use sticks if you want to. My favorite, for me, what works the best are copper rods. And you can map out your ley lines and your dragon lines. And the thing is that they are staying wider and they are staying straighter than they normally do. They widen and straighten out for the solstices and the equinox. But they have been, since the first of the year, when they did that first one, that they actually, when they did the equinox in September last year, they got straight and wide, and I don't think they went in any other direction. Stay like that.
I don't think they're going back. Do you?
No, I don't think they're going. Right now, they're certainly not. Right now, they're certainly not. And healing energy is coming your way, and by all means.
And she saw a being like that, looked like a shimmering diamond in my backyard. Wow.
There you go. She had a witch there with her hickory sticks, right?
Oh,
yeah.
There's so much creation we're bringing in this. I don't even know how to see it. I see it. It's just so beautiful. Like, who wouldn't want to just play in this energy and magic all day, right?
Right.
Oh, man. All right, Amanda, Carol, I have Magenta Dragon. Enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom, awaken your soul memories, and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. And then I got the gold, silver, violet flame dragon. So you got these really nice colors too. transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. Oh. And see, that's kind of what we've all went through, right then. We just went through the eclipse season. Well, not to mention the last 5 years, but the last few weeks. This last 5 years, my God. And then that Scorpio full moon. Oh my goodness. This is us unloading all the baggage, right? So we can be the magical beings we are and create in this. I mean, it's just beautiful energy, these frequencies. Wow. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yapping away.
No, not at all. Because I'm looking at this going, oh my gosh, where do I start? So we have Pendragon Sword.
Whoa.
I mean, haven't we talked about you in the Court of Arthur before?
And yeah. Wow.
And I have to show you this one now because this is earth and ground, right? And it's like the opposite of the sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
Grounding himself. Here he's reaching for the air. Oh my gosh.
Well, it wanted to focus in on the
Give us
point.
balloons. Can you give us fireworks? So we have two swords. It's up to you to put it in the stone and relax, or to take action. And then knowing you have the choice to do, because life is everlasting.
Look at that rainbow. Oh my God.
Isn't that a beauty?
That is gorgeous.
And if you didn't see Mr. BBB last night, he put out a 15-minute video with this film. Oh my gosh, you need to look for it. It is a film that somebody got at 4:30 in the morning. I don't know what state this woman was in.
Mm-hmm.
And it is this rolling color that is like the Aurora Borealis, but it's not. She's someplace in the south.
Oh my gosh.
And self-acceptance. And
Yeah.
even she has in her talisman up here in the crown, right? On her third eye. So trust in yourself some more, Amanda. You need to keep trusting in yourself. You have all the power.
Yes, you do. We all do. All of us. We are so blessed to to remember, right? We're remembering together. And my goodness, we have this.
We didn't. Okay.
Well, what happened, Erin?
No, she's answering my question about whether or not we talked about her being in the Court of Arthur. But she says no, we didn't. Okay, but it wouldn't surprise her. Yeah, I mean, that was a hit towards that, I believe.
We had a couple years ago where most people we were reading for, we were all in the we were all the goddesses, the healers, the higher.
Yeah.
What were they called in the King Arthur's court? The females.
The
Vestal
no,
virgins.
the Vestal virgins were in the Middle East, but
Greek. Okay.
Yeah, there would have been courts everywhere for goddesses, and the celebrations would have been pretty much the same. But we were with the Isle of Apples. We were on the Isle of Avalon in the mists.
That is so cool. Joe G loves her front yard and his backyard here. It looks out over the lake. How pretty. The water was located here with 2 sticks and a witch back in the 60s. How cool is that?
Joe G, what state are you in?
Let's see. I'm terrible in reading, keeping up with the chats here. Well, Mandy Carroll loves the dirt. There's good grounding in the dirt, right?
Yeah. If it's
Joji's coming. She's not there.
The Blue Angel Oracle.
That is beautiful.
This is
Nice.
my favorite deck. This lady, Carmine Salerno, she's put out quite a few decks, but this is the most beautiful of all of them.
I'm gonna have to get that one. Okay, so we got Amanda. Now we have Aaron. How you feeling today, Aaron? I know this energy's been tough, right? And this is kind of
Sure
why we
has.
kept wanting to come in every week, right?
Right? But today, tomorrow, Mars goes into Aries. That doesn't mean he's going to take immediate action, but now he is ahead of Neptune, and soon he's going to pull away. So in the next 7 days, you're going to be able to feel more invigorated, more productive, and more like what you do has meaning.
Yes.
We've just come through a time that is
Didn't
anybody
make
out
it.
there?
Yeah.
Not if you
Didn't
can
make
hear
anything.
me.
Can you hear me? I'm comfortably numb. And then today, right, that does resonate because Mars and Neptune were conjunct. So we're just like,
Yeah.
if we were ultra spacey today or ultra out there, there's a reason for it. But then
Well,
Venus went into her home sign today and Mars is going in his tomorrow. So we're going to be able, like a few days, right, we're going to start feeling that forward movement.
and Uranus and Jupiter are still in a conjunction. They are two degrees apart. But the beauty of this is Jupiter has now skated ahead of Uranus. Uranus is a slower moving planet. So Uranus is going to hang for a little while longer, but Jupiter is going into Gemini. And when he hits Gemini, yay, kaboom, let's go. I mean, it's going to be, pedal to the metal and crank it up. Here we go.
It's time. We've been waiting for this time to come out of the gate, right? And here we are, just about ready. And some of you might be, you might have had your stuff together. I have not. I just keep trying to go forward. Let's see, Aaron, you have Royal Blue and Gold Dragon. Strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride.
Wow.
That's nice. And then you got a Golden Solar Dragon. Helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. Now that's something that is about to start happening with Mars and Venus going into their home signs. That Mars has been wanting to go forward, but he couldn't for the longest time. I don't even know how long it's been. But if it wasn't because of something he was involved in, it was other planets and stuff's going on.
So these go together because you had said something on there about God, right? And raise your vibration.
That's the same. That's the color of that one. Where'd it go?
The oranges, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so raise your vibration.
Here it is.
Because here's the thing. All right. Everything is a learning experience, right?
Look at that. Wow. They look a lot. Yeah, it is.
Oh, this one, the light, the lamp really goes with the golden dragon there for sure. And the oranges as well. All part of the fire world. So on your journey of the learning experience of it all, you're stepping into something with your diva magic girlfriend. It's time.
It is time for
Aaron, I don't know if that is a picture of you holding a pup or one of your kids holding a pup, but every time I look at that picture, I feel like you're somebody I knew when I was a teenager. Probably not, but and then another card that you got is Ancient Days. And diva magic goes back to ancient days. And this is what we were talking about on Avalon and all of the goddesses that were celebrated there, from Bridget to the one dream that was interwoven with other dreams was so many of the women that are part of this community had shown up to do a apple an apple seed ritual, and Valerie was there. Everybody was there in some way, shape, or form, and there was long lines of women coming to do this. We were all. It was probably about.
Us now.
I can't even tell you. I think it was the in bulk that we were
Yeah.
there in bulk.
Last year, and we were it's like a huge group of us have always incarnated together, and somehow did our, we always keep
Yeah.
that magical vibe alive. Ah, how beautiful. And then look, I pulled this for her, right, as I was pulling another sacred traveler,
Uh-huh.
rainbow blessings.
Oh, wow.
You
So,
can't even
I
look it
mean,
up.
this,
Blessings of the Tower. Go ahead.
the ancient ways, they don't go away. The tools
No.
may fade. The trees go extinct. Animals go extinct.
Yeah.
Lifestyles change. Environments change. Sometimes you can't find the same thing in one part of the country as you can in another. So you have to adapt. It's a constant learning experience in order to keep the ancient ways alive. It is the energy, the color, the frequency that we know, that we learn, that we pass on. And we have to allow the younger to also do what it is they need to do. For we were once like they were, like Cat Stevens would say in the song Father and Son. And through all of that, the diva magic still holds true. And you have it in your own power. And this is a good message for all of us here.
Yeah, here, that's her. It's her with her doggy in the early 2000s. Oh,
Oh, you're just a spring chicken.
there you are.
You're adorable.
Very wise spring chickens.
Yeah.
Oh, and when I say those things, right, like we've all traveled through many lifetimes together in this being the shaman, the medicine woman, the local witch, the local whatever, I think that this lifetime with it, because of the internet, we all got to get together and really meet up after a few hundred years or 1,000. This is a big thing we're going through. This is huge. This is epic, life changing, new era. History is in the making. As you know, the Piscean age closes down, and Aquarius age is coming in, but there's chaos, and till those energies, right? Till those of us at the forefront of the energies help to navigate and stabilize in those higher energies, then we were gonna really open up it's just, I just see this beautiful world, that we get into, and it's just, it is all energy, it is all magic.
It is. You can't make it up. You saw me shuffling.
Yes, I did. Where did Silver
This is for
start?
all of us. This one's for all of us.
Okay,
We have to raise our
I'm
vibration.
sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I went over. I saw her, and then I thought I clicked it, and I didn't.
All right. I'm going
But
to
I
put
like
this
that.
one
We should
back.
go with that.
But this one is for everybody, because we have a lot of work to do still.
Yes,
We're getting there, though. Can you feel it? We're getting there.
Yes. What was it? What was on that card? I'm sorry.
Raising your vibration. That was that same orange
Yeah.
angel.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, we are getting there, right? But we're the ones who are creating that there, and how to get there.
Silver Star Priestess. Okay. Now let me get two more. Go ahead.
Priestess. I got my magenta dragon again, silver star priestess. That enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom, awaken your soul memories, and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. And see that awaken the soul memories. I think what's what we're all doing, right? So crazy. And then I have
Yes.
Earth and Air Dragon, represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. So here's magenta, and then here's I'm sorry, Earth and Air. I'll pull another one of the. What did you get, Diana?
Well, Star, is there something troubling you?
Mm.
So your cards are saying to take a step back. Card. Okay, take a step back and stand in the arms of Archangel Michael.
Look how beautiful that card is. Oh my gosh.
By taking a step back, you'll feel protected. Something has you feeling very vulnerable right now. And while you're in his protection, just ask and receive.
Beautiful.
Okay? And the truth not only will present itself, but it will set you free. This card is the truth.
Oh my God, Diana. And isn't that for all of us too, though? Like the truth.
It is. I mean, everybody's questions. I mean, we're all kind of in that same place.
Yeah.
In so many ways.
Yeah.
Especially if you caught 5 minutes of the news today, you know?
Yeah.
Because it was a nothing day, so it's a bunch of rehash of last week, which, again. Anyway, but Amanda, I'm sorry, Silver, I think that that this is strong advice for you.
Yeah.
That there is something bothering you.
And isn't that okay? Because let's face it, right? And something's been bothering us for quite a long time, and then the world has done what the world's done these last 5 years. And as we are remembering who we are and honing in our skills and abilities, you know, there's always more questions. There's always like, what's next? Where am I? Who am I? Where do I go from here? And that's the thing about us always being together. I love that because we grow together, right? We grow, we learn together. And this is what I got for you, Silver Star Priestess. I got Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. Hope you know that.
That's beautiful.
And
oh, how perfect for what she's saying. But continue, and then I'll read it to you.
Okay. Oh no, that's good. I was done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first she says, LOL, thank you so much for this live. It's confirmed so much for me on what I've been getting the last year. And then she says, you're absolutely right. I've been asking for his protection, and he told me what I had said in that card. Step back.
Man.
Good.
I don't see all that. That was a comment she left in here.
She just added it. It's at the very bottom.
I got it. Okay.
Valerie and Diana. Oh my, I'm so grateful. I needed that confirmation. Thanks. I'm so glad that you could that we helped, that we were able to do that for you.
Absolutely. And that's what we're here for, right? We're here to help each other remember. And it feels so awkward saying I'm a princess. I'm magical. I'm a healer, you know, but these are true statements. These are who we are.
Laura, you just reminded me of a place I used to go in West Virginia. If y'all don't know it, I used to ride Harley, and one of our favorite places to go was out to Rainbow's End, and that's where Patsy Cline got her start. I go out walking after midnight.
Where was that? What town?
It's
God,
in West Virginia, honey. It's just over the line in West Virginia.
oh, I know, I know.
But out down
Oh,
the
yeah, I
southern end,
know.
down at the southern end.
Well, see, I was up in Pittsburgh, and I would go over West Virginia to like, oh, what was it called? Morgantown, right? That's the
Yeah,
party
no. See, this is southern side.
It was party town. Oh my God, I don't know how I made it. I swear, but it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
And here we are, playing in magic. Even though that's always what I wanted, but I just had to be so serious in the last 60 years here. Oh,
There now. Do we have everybody covered who
yeah,
asked for a
I
card?
believe so. Does anyone else care for a card or two? Let us know.
And if not, we'll just pull for the collective, and I'll do our a closing blessing.
Oh, yes. Well, cool. Look what I got. Pure white dragon from Orion. Look at that.
Ah,
That's beautiful. And transforms
you can't
your
make
ascension. Oh my God, you can't make this up. Transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know. Act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and explore. That's what we're here doing. And then I got the alpha dragon. So that is harnessing the divine masculine power of creation. Again, with that Mars tomorrow, Mars going into Aries. Destroy the old. Visualize your dream. Help to manifest a new world. Oh my gosh, that's what we're doing, ladies.
Well, and Mercury goes into Gemini soon.
Mm-hmm.
So
We'll do
the the transformation. That's the first card that I pulled, was the transformation. And not only is that what we're here to do, that is our job, our calling as light workers. This is what we are supposed to do. Transform. With the help of Mercurius.
Oh, wow.
That,
Cool.
Mercury is quicksilver. It's some thermometers it's red. Sometimes but it's quicksilver. And it rises with the temperature, and it rises with wisdom. And then that's the sacred plan. The sacred plan is transformation. We are always a work in progress, and anyone who comes in our field rises with us. We are community. You said dragon, and Pendragon had to come back because Merlin's a big guy in my life.
Yes. And it is, is. It's all about ascension, right? It's all about moving up the spiral.
And I just got to show you that one because it says manifestation, and that's what we all want to see happen.
Absolutely.
A more perfect world, right?
Yeah, creating more. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say this or something better.
Yes, this is something better. That's awesome. Because that more perfect world, right? But it begins with us. We recreate ourselves first, or it's more than recreating ourselves. It's allowing ourselves to be who we are truly.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary Thornberry. All right.
I cannot get Bill Marley out of my head. Bob Marley.
Well, look at this. Karen had asked for a dragon. I didn't see it, so I was doing that. You got the dark blue galactic dragon. Helps you listen to the voice of the universe. Ignite the codes of your master blueprint. Access cosmic wisdom and enter higher service. And then you got the fire dragon. Little Aries. Burns up the lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul pathway.
Yeah. Agree with you, Amanda Carroll, about King Arthur's ancestry going back to Aphrodite. Star seeds, everybody. Star seeds.
What in the world? Why is this thing? I have no idea why this thing's recording this. Why is it doing that, Diana? You got the same thing going on, something weird.
I don't know.
That's why you have to come in a different way. It records every single one of these videos, and I don't know why. It's already recording on YouTube. I don't understand why I got to figure it all out. Anyway.
Thank you, Jules. Thank you, everybody. But
Yes.
before anybody goes, let's do a closing. Let me do this prayer so that we leave here feeling Michael's protection and Raphael's healing, and remembering that we live in sliding doors. What I mean is we are here. And then we go there. Time is not linear. It is an orb. When we go there, we experience that, and our knowledge, our wisdom is now changed. We come back here. We should not expect it to be the same, because we cannot be the same, because we are not the same. We have gathered new information, whether it's about the past or the future, and we have brought it back here. And now we are changed. So we can never step into the same river twice.
Wow. Deep.
And so with that, let's relax for a minute, and we're going to start with 3 deep breaths. We're going to inhale through with the mouth closed through the nose, hold at the top, exhale with your mouth open. Hold. Inhale. Once more. Please place us in a steady stream of divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and grace. Michael, wrap your blue bubble of protection around us that shrinks to fit as we step into the healing teal green orb of Raphael that floats and shares and spreads and transfers. The divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and grace, so mote it be. Blessings to all of us. Happy Beltane. Blessed. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
That one.
We love you. We love your energy. And we're so grateful that you come and hang out with us.
Yep.
And I just flipped this over and here, transformation. And a fresh new way of living emerges, which is what we're talking about. And
my God, transformation. Look, I can't get enough of these cards tonight.
I can't either.
So, healing energy, there's Raphael. I had just put them down with the bottom side up. And then this is Beltane, all about fertility. Fun. Go have some fun.
Go have some
Splurge on a
fun.
little glass of wine or some mead or some beer, or I might make some mead.
Yeah, that's transformation. Then there was answering the call. The time is now. So we know that, and I think we come together to give each other courage to remember to say it's okay to be yourself.
Yeah, right.
You're beautiful. I love you all so much. You're so beautiful. And we will see you next time on the new moon in Taurus.
On the 4th.
On the 4th. We love you. Be safe.
Thank you, everybody.